spell work on her. She was in the hospital. My aunt said she saw her and she was trying to hide. She said when she saw her she was in Pampas. And she was big in body also. She was very big and tall. And she had light skin. Very big and tall. Her face is very chunky. She's very big. She could even hardly manage her body weight to how big she was, and that was also spell work. That's the energy I picked up on. Now, how I came into the realization that they were the one who unalived her was one of the days she came. After she passed away though, her spirit came and she told me everything that they did, which is what I am speaking on now. She told me everything that they did to her and how they did what they did to unalive her and why. And when I finished writing down what she was telling me, I had a bag, a clear bag, which was tied. And when she finished telling me what she was telling me, revealing what she was revealing to me, the bag pulled. And there is no way that that bag could have pulled. She pulled the bag to confirm to me that that was it. She's here right now. I just felt her. They drained her finances. Did spell work on her to have her in the hospital. No, the story that I heard behind her death was that she got into an altercation with the man that I said was her spouse, Ray. I heard that he had another girl, and that other girl and her got into altercation and she hit her with something, and that was how she was unalived. I heard nothing more about that situation. That was all I heard. And I also heard that they said they went to the funeral because she was buried at a cemetery. But what she told me that it wasn't her that unalived her. It was actually the spell work that they were doing. And she was only set up so that she would take the fall for her death. And she said they took all of her money. She was a nurse, to my understanding. She was a nurse. She said they took all of her money. And they also took out insurance on her. Yes, so that is it. That is it. And also, I would like to speak on this. There was once an Obia man came because they were really deep into this Obia thing. They were really deep into it. There was once I was at my aunt's shop and a man came who came to do spell work so that the business would thrive, so that the shop would thrive. And when the man saw me, he said I should stretch out my hand and give it to him. Let him see. I did. And he looked at my hand and he said, look, you see. He said, look, you see, money. But they are stopping you from getting it. He said, they are blocking you from getting it. Money. And he said to me, you are so lucky that you are not walking on roadside eating out of garbage pan. And he said nothing more to me. And I didn't understand what he was saying, but he saw what was going down. Also, I want to mention this. There was this time that Uncle Daddy, self-proclaimed Daddy, brought me to a Obia woman also. But it was his nephew's, the cousin that I was around, and his brother. That's two sons of my aunt. Two of the sons of my aunt. We all went to a woman, and that woman did reading on me, and she told me that my self-proclaimed mother would go blind, and even also the first Obia man that came trying to heal my aunt told me that she would go blind also, and that it was because of what she has done and so forth. But this lady, she told me that she threw some things into water, and we went in under a shed, and she told us to drop silver in water, and we did, and told us to read a particular scripture, a particular psalm, and we did. And well, at this moment I'm picking up on the energy of it was more so me that they brought to get reading on, but they disguised it as me going to get a bath and all these things, because I was the only one who took a bath. When I took the bath, no, it wasn't me alone who took bath. They took bath too. But when I took the bath, I felt like an energy lifted up off of me. She said I shouldn't bathe for 3 days. But that was an illusion. That was just my mind. The energy I'm picking up on is that they actually brought me so that they could get a reading done on me, because the lady didn't tell me much. And the things I also noticed that the things that she was telling self-proclaimed that it was the things that were more resonating with me, but I didn't say anything anyway. So yes, they are very deep into this Obia thing, and there are a lot of persons in the community that are. In that community, Colonel's Ridge, incest is a very strong thing. A lot of families are into incest, where they have sisters having sex with brothers, and mother having sex with daughter, and daughter having sex with father, and all these things, heavy incest in families. And there are also persons in the family that they make go nuts, because when I started to expose, self-proclaimed daddy was telling me that I should stop exposing, because he know that I would expose him also. He was telling me that I should stop exposing because there was this man who was exposing and they mad him. And I told him that I do not fear anything, because I am doing the work that I came here to do, and all these things. But he knew that I would be the one to expose them. At the time I didn't even understand. As I said also, a lot of the things that they did to me when I was awakened, it was because of me being hard of hearing, and some of it was being allowed by the Most High. Some of the things I just couldn't see because the Most High didn't want me to see. Because just imagine if I had the knowledge that I would go through so much stuff, they would put me through so much stuff, these near-death experiences, maybe I would back down from the mission. So that is the thing. You know, everything happens for a reason, and it happened exactly how it should have happened. So I just have to give thanks and praises to Mama God, to the universe, to the ancestors. My spirit guides all the divine beings that are of the greatest white light, who are of my best interest and higher purpose. Because without them I could not have done this, I could not have made it this far. They were trying to steal my destiny. And how I know this Christianity thing was being pushed upon me through fear and through spell work. Because fear is the only way that spell work can work on anyone. You have to be fearful of it, or of whatever. Fear makes you weak. Fear makes you vulnerable, and once you are vulnerable, spell work can work on you. So it was fear that they used, because I was growing my hair. I always have been growing my hair and trimming, but before this time that I'm now growing it, when I just came here and was going to the hard school. When I went over into the Christian community, my hair was tall. And if you know, and you are tapped in, you would know that your hair is like antennas. It's what make you be able to receive downloads and all these things. Your hair are antennas to connect to the Most High, to the universe, to nature. Yes, my friend. So when I went over into the Christian community, they projected onto me so that I would trim, and I did trim. That was how they really got the upper hand of me. That is how I know that everything that they have been doing, especially self-proclaimed daddy, is backfiring, is because it's the same thing that is happening to him now. Everything that went down with me is now happening to him. And I ain't going to be sorry for him. Because you should do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. I do forgive him, even though he doesn't want to admit that he has done all these things. I forgive him for my best interest. But that is it. As I said on my community post, I forgive and forget the persons who have wronged me, not the situation, but the persons who have wronged me. So that's the case. So as you see, he trimmed off his locks and went over into the Christian community, even though we know that he is still a part of their cult thing, because the Christian community, they are all cults. They just hide behind the scenes and do all of these nasty things and portray like they don't indulge into it and all these things. But those who have eyes will see. Real eyes realize. So that is it. Yes, my friend. Your time is coming. I have seen visions. I have been having visions of some terrible endings. Some very terrible endings. But I will not prophesy to no enemy and tell them about their endings. If they want to know how they will end up, they should go and get a reading, just as they have been getting readings done on me, so that is it. But it was being revealed to me that there are terrible endings coming. I can say I see crashes, I see wheelchair, I see death, a lot of things I see a lot of things coming. I see behind bars until death. I see a lot of things coming for the enemies, but they did what they did, so they have to accept what it comes with. That is it. Also, it was this particular person who told me that I should trim this teacher, Mr. Hamilton, who is one of the teacher at Hazard Skill Training Center. He was the one who told me to trim, saying that I am not a girl and all these things. And I saw where other persons were there with tall hair, so I saw that it wasn't just because of that, it was because of my connections. And I noticed that when I trimmed, I wasn't getting the visions like how I was getting the visions and all these things. I don't know if that is the case with anyone else, but that's the case for me. And also, he was behind the scenes doing covert shit too. There was this one instance where I painted up the front of the office, a very large space. I painted the wall and underneath the pavement, and I know that that should be at least a $15,000, $20,000 worth of work, and I only got $6,000. I only got $6,000 just because I said in class one time that I bargained with someone to work for $3,000 for the day, and I got less. He gave me $3,000 a day, and I know that I should have gotten more. They brought us, me and some other guys, on work, and all the other guys got pay, and I didn't get dollar. When I went and asked, they sent me to the other teacher that was there. When I went to the other teacher sent me back to the one that I went to before. And I also went on many other jobs with him, and he has this style where if we go on a job, he leave me on the job saying that he's going somewhere. Most of the jobs that we went, not most of the jobs, all of the jobs that we went on, he only did a little part and leave me on it and tell me that he'll be back. And when he comes back, he only come and collect the money and give me a little breadcrumb of the money and take the bigger slice for himself. And I did almost all of the work, and he was being told to do that. He's also a part of their cult. Yes. And that is how they started to attack my finances, because they wanted to drain me. They drained me of my finances. They had me hitting zero for real, because they were behind the scenes hitting my finances spiritually and doing covert shit behind the scenes. I even went and I tried to get a work at a supermarket, and they went after I went and write an application form. They went and told the person that I went to get the job, told them that I was crazy and all these things, throwing salt in the game. So they have always been working behind the scenes so that I couldn't get no job and all these things, so that I would be codependent on self-proclaimed daddy, so that they could have their way with me. Even when I was working at the car wash, that was also a challenge, I tell you. I started off where I was washing car. I got $200 for each car I washed. The first week I think I made about $8,000. After that it was like 6,000 and so on and so forth. But after self-proclaimed father came to where I was working a few times, and also self-proclaimed sister, the daughter of self-proclaimed mother, got into contact with the youth that I was working with. They told him to cut down the pay, so he cut it down to 150. And also when I was on that job, I was being heavily attacked. They even did an attack where my teeth broke. Because if you don't understand how spell work works, if you don't think that they can send any type of spell work towards anyone, let me tell you how spell work works. If they want someone to be having sugar or anything, they do the spell work for you to be addicted to whatever will cause you to have sugar. That is how they do it. They don't just send sugar towards you, no. So what they did was having me addicted to coconut. And you know, when you eat coconut and it's stuck between your teeth, so they also did spell work to have my teeth spaced out, so that when I eat food it would stuck between my teeth and rotten it. But my teeth wasn't rotten, they just did that so that they could have my teeth broken. Yes, so they did those attacks. And also that psychopath Uncle Stanford Richard confirmed it to me that he was behind it. I also got vision where I saw self-proclaimed father in the realms asking me what is wrong with my dentures. I knew that he had something to do with it, because there was an instance where I was around him and I saw his teeth, and I was saying to him I never had any teeth ache or anything. And it was after that that my teeth started to deteriorate. But only two of my tooth they could attack. And they send negative energy. If you have a cut, they can also send negative energy and let that cut hurt, cause pain. They also can send negative energy so that your wounds take longer to heal. Yes, my friend, it's all spell work is based upon cause and effect. Once you have a cause, you can get the effect. If you don't understand that, you should research on what is cause and effect. But spell work has to have cause and effect. If you don't have the cause, you won't have an effect. So that is it. But it is all over. It is all a wrap. You all have fallen. You all have destroyed yourselves trying to destroy me. So just leave me and let me live my life in peace. Because no matter what you all do, I will, I must, and I shall rise above the odds no matter what. Even my YouTube channel, I know that it should have been further than where it is at this moment. But I can tell you all that what you're doing will only manifest more for me, more and more and more. The more you steal from me, the more you will have to return. So that is it. You all fucked with my finances. That's fine by me. Because the most I only made that happen so that I could come into the realization that there is more valuable things than money. I have, as I said and always been saying, I have what money can never and will never buy. Yes, my friend, so that is it. And as I said, I have nothing to do with you all. Leave me alone, as I have been leaving you all alone. Cut me off just as I have cut you all off. I don't want to have nothing to do with you all. Just leave me alone. Yes, just leave me alone. That is it. To the cousins, the younger ones, you all are dumb as fuck, because I was literally placed around you guys to help you out of your traumatic situations, but you motherfuckers have fucked over the person that was sent to be the light to guide you guys out of darkness, which your parents pulled you into, which you will know pull your kids into, and you will be going round and round in cycle. You guys have a lot of karmic debt to pay. You guys will undergo a lot. You guys will I don't want to even say it. You guys will be fighting throughout poverty. You should also know that it is your same family members, the same persons that came up against me. They cursed the family. Have you noticed that none of you all have came out to nothing, something good? That is called a curse. I am from a different bloodline. We are family, but I am from a different bloodline. My bloodline have been healed, my ancestors. I have healed my ancestors. But you guys have fucked up. Your parents have fucked up, and just because of that, you will have a lot to go through. Your kids will have a lot to go through because of your wrongdoings. It is science, it is law. Just like the ripple effect. Yes. So it was you guys who chose. Yes. I was sent as in disguise, but you guys weren't wise. I saw you all who came up against me, even when you think I didn't see you all. I saw you all, and I know all who came up against me. If I don't even know the face, I pick up on the energy, so therefore, as I said, you all just leave me alone. Let me be. Let me be. I don't want to have nothing to do with you all. I forgive you all. But just leave me alone. We don't need to speak. There is nothing we have to speak about. So that is it. You all exposed your hand for free. Peace, love, light, and blessings. No, not blessings. No blessings. Peace, love, light, abundance, joy, health, wealth, strength, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding I grant unto all the high vibing beings. All the beings that are pure and are striving towards higher heights. Peace, peace, peace. One love.